Ben, hey, by the way, do I have permission to be a little blunt on this call?
As long as it's not negative.
As long as it's not negative. I received a really great call this morning by a gentleman who was like, look, I've got a lot going on in my life. I wake up, I do a little bit of effort in this business, and then throughout the day I just get distracted. And he goes, I just don't know how to stay focused in this business. And he goes, and here's what I'm trying to achieve. And he tells me what it is. He'd like to do this big trip with his family to a place. And I told him, I said, look, I said, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I've had to learn over the last 9-10 years. I said, your why isn't big enough.
Yeah.
Because when your why is driving you, nothing stops you. There are no distractions. There are I said, you may want to take one trip with your family. I said, but what about leaving behind the ability to give your family trip after trip after trip, years after you're gone? I said, your why has to be legacy. It can't just be for one situation or one car payment or one college debt or one thing. It's got to be a much longer vision. People are missing entirely the value of the long-term growth of LiveGood. The same person said, look, I've just got it in my head that there's already 450,000 people and they're all in Tim's team and Tim has it all and nobody's going to earn any money anymore. And I'm like, 450,000 people and most of them aren't in the United States. And I said, that's smaller than a town in some states. 450,000 people. We haven't even brushed the surface of sharing this idea yet. I said, the only people who really know about this idea inside the United States are a few people in network marketing. That's it. People aren't sharing it yet with, like Ben was talking about, out to their friends and family for the benefits of the product. People right now are in build mode because it's the launch of this company. A year from now, 2 years from now, when there's 3 to 5 to 7 million people, and this company is producing on average of 100 million a month, where are you going to be based on right now? I said, you have to redevelop your why. You have to, and I did. Let me be honest. I'm going to be really honest. Last year, I went through a really bad divorce, and it wasn't bad in terms of some terrible things that took place. It was just I was removed from my family, and it destroyed the vision I had for my own life. Like everything that I wanted, all of the things that I wanted to accomplish, the vision I had for a combined family, waking up on a Mexican beach every morning, just sitting there watching the ocean come in. My vision was destroyed. January 13th happened. I started sharing this and I started redeveloping a new vision for what I wanted out of life. And I had to. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have run hard. I hear Ben and Nod are talking about, 100 people in 2 years. And that's great. That's really great. You're looking at maybe $100 a month if you are able to put four people in this business at $25 a person. But my goodness, it's possible to treat this like you're a Girl Scout cookie vendor. Stand outside of your local Walmart. Tell people about LiveGood everywhere. Go door to door, knock on doors as if you're selling the greatest thing ever, the membership to a place where people can afford to be healthy.
Amen.
Literally go do it when you know why you're doing it. Like 100 people, put 100 people in this next month. 100 people? I am very excited that there's a gentleman at the top of the leaderboard right now who's a radio talk show host. It's unfair. Let me tell you, it's unfair. Other people can't do what this guy does. I've heard that statement about me for the last 8 years. Every single week, somebody says, well, I can't be like Curry Russell. I can't do what Curry Russell does. You mean to tell me you can't message people on Facebook? I don't have any other methodology. I don't do things that people can't do. I learned a long time ago if I had to employ systems and tools that would make other people have to spend even more money and learn other things that I could not duplicate. I will now only do what duplicates. And the only thing that I know what duplicates is copying and paste. Yep. It works every time. It works every time. I've learned it from other leaders who built out their own little script books and they sell their script books. When you have a script that works or a system in your script that works, it's easy to duplicate. So all you have to do is get out of your own stinking thinking. One of my favorite phrases, get out of your own stinking thinking. Stop making excuses about why you can't and other people who can and why you're not like other people and how you don't have time. All of us have time. Every single one of us. I have a career. I will not give up my career. Even if I make $1 million in this company, I get to save lives for a living. I like doing that. But guys, but I also learned to use my drive time, my toilet time, my lunch time, my TV time doesn't exist anymore. I don't watch television because I use all of that time to go actually do the things that I need to do to change my family's outcome. I wasn't born into money. I was born to teenage parents. They did the best they could. They lived off government assistance. They did everything that they could. I lived in my grandparents' basements, trailers, bounced around from place to place. I am not special. Nobody gave me a silver spoon. I went to the military. I've been to war. I've survived. And I'm telling you right now, the only reason you're not winning is because you don't want it. I'm not, as is that blunt that I'm talking about. If you wanted to win, you would. A heavy person, a chunky person, if they wanted to lose weight, unless it's a medical condition, if it's a regular, overweight, lazy, TV watching, popcorn eating, beer drinking person, if you wanted to lose weight, you would. It is all based on your why and the why that drives you. And LiveGood is changing people's lives. Ben talked about earlier, the average diamond is making 10 grand a month and more. Let me tell you, seeing that deposit drop into my checking account yesterday, it's incredible. It's incredible. And it's because I literally enrolled 100 people in 13 days. Anybody can do this. Anybody can share a tour link.
Yes. Yes.
It's too easy. And why you're not out here winning at a level that is outrageous is literally on you. And I'm not trying to be mean, but all you have to do is share a tour link. Guys, I'm going to kick it back to you. Thank you for everything you've given us.